To be or not to be. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep. Put your hand up if you know where that's from. Yay, better than the last place. I had the great pleasure of going to see Hamlet a few weeks ago. If you don't know what Hamlet is, you should be ashamed of yourself. I walked out of the theatre in the interval feeling like I'd witnessed something magical. Like I'd seen something that was so unbelievably brilliant that I didn't have the words to describe it. So I walked up to my friends and I said, well, how'd you find it? Bit rubbish, really. Ooh, well, okay then. And then, after the play had finished and I walked out and wiped that little tear away from my eye, and we all began to walk down the street, and this was in London at the Globe Theatre, and you would have seen me doing this. And it was because I was trying to think of reasons why they didn't like it. Why you didn't like that play. And I asked them about it, and they said, "I was boring." You said that about the music concert as well, pal. I'm not letting you get away with it this time. And then they said, "Oh, I really didn't like it. It was too over the top." And I thought, well, I'm over the top. Sorry, that was not over the top. I'm the only over the top person in this city. Yeah. And then I began to think a little more. And I thought maybe, just maybe, they didn't like it because they weren't comfortable with it. Because we as teenagers dislike anything we're uncomfortable with. For example, I dislike doing this because I feel horribly uncomfortable in front of you all. And I began to think some more, and I thought some more and more and more, and then it came to me. When you sat in the cinema, did anyone watch Harry Potter last night? One person? Two? Was it good? I don't like Harry Potter. When you sat there in the cinema, it's all behind a silver screen. You don't have to care, really. It's just there to be absorbed by it. But when you're in a theatre, you sat there, and it's happening right there in front of you with people who are actually there, doing that for you. That can be a bit edgy sometimes, can't it? So, I'm here today to ask you why you couldn't like something like that. Do you feel uncomfortable, or do you feel thrilled? When Hamlet stabs Polonius through the curtain, and a gasp rushes in through the audience's lungs. When Paul and Julia file their divorce papers and walk off either side of the stage, exchanging one final glance. Now that is amazing. There's something in there that can't be found anywhere else in the world. And it's not just Shakespeare, is it really? There are hundreds of plays. There's comedies, romances, detective dramas. There's all sorts. So, if I had to give one message to you today, I would say, next time you want to go to cinema, do us a favour and go and see a play.